Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's episode, we are going to discuss about a use case scenario, which is assign case to a queue and send notification email to the user. This automation, we are assigning a newly created or update a high priority case to a specific queue automatically. After assigning the queue, we'll be sending a notification email to the user using a predefined template. How we are achieving this one? We'll be creating the flow, which is a record to flow whenever the case is created or updated. The case is assigned to a specific queue based on the conditions. An email is sent to the user using the email template. So let's get into the topic. On setup, you go to flows and we create a new flow from here. We'll be selecting record to flow. For object, we'll be selecting case. So when to run the flow? Whenever the case is created or updated. We need to define the filter conditions. So first field will be priority equals to high. And second one, subject contains urgent. When to run the flow? Only when the record is updated to meet the conditions required. Next part, we'll be selecting actions and related records option since we are sending an email from the flow. Next, we need to assign the owner to the queue. For that, we need queue ID. Let's see if we have any queues in my org. Yes, you can see we have escalation queue. Now we need to retrieve the queue in the flow. For that, we'll use get element, get records, get escalation queue. To retrieve the queues, we need to query on the object, which is object, and field type should be queue, and one more filter, developer name equals queue developer name. We'll get it from the queue. Just a queue name from here. So only the first record will be saving, automatically store all the fields. So now we got the queue ID. Now we need to update the case owner. For that, we'll be using update recurring record. Update case owner, update element. So we'll be selecting user case record that triggering the flow. We don't need any filter conditions because the same record, triggering record we are updating. So what we need to update? Owner ID. What will be the value? Value we're getting from the queue, which is from get element queue dot ID. This group ID. That's it. We are assigning case owner to the queue. So the case owner is changed, we'll be sending a notification email to the user. To send a notification email to the user from the flow, we'll use send email action. Send email user label. For the flow, here we are using the email template ID, so we don't need to give the recipient email address. So if you want to give extra recipients from the list, you can give the variables here. You can give the values over here for CC, BCC, everything. For sender, usually For now, we'll be using current user. So usually in the real-time use case scenarios, we mostly use org-wide email address. For demo purpose, we cannot have the org-wide email address because it requires a verified email address. So for now, I'll be using current user. Now we're using the email template. Here we need an email template ID. So let's see if we have any email templates in our org. So email templates, we have one. So we need to query this email template in order to get the email template ID. You can give directly hard-coded ID here, but as a best practice, we always query dynamically and assign the IDs. So for that, here we need to use get element, get email template object. This is a standard object, email template. We need to filter the email template. So developer name, this is developer name, you can see here, API name, developer name equals, we need to get the developer name of this email template. So how do we get the developer name? So we need to query. So I'm using here Salesforce inspector. So email template, we have this ID. So I'll be querying here based on the ID. We need developer name. We got the developer name here. Developer name. That's it. This was the first record and everything. Here template ID will be selecting get element template dot ID, which is email template ID. We can extend this functionality. If you have any attachments, we can give the attachment IDs, collections, everything. So once if we use template ID, we need to provide the recipient ID. This is required. So for recipient ID, we'll use record contact ID. For this contact ID, email address will be sending the email. So related record, we'll be using record ID, which is a case. ID. Here we have an extra option, log email and send. So this will be logging the email in Salesforce, which is we can give either true or false. For now, we'll be giving true, and that's it. Let's save the flow. Let's debug. So we're using this scenario, update scenario. We select the case. We have one case over here. So our initial conditions was either priority should be true and subject should have urgent. So changing subject to urgent case and run. So our flow is completed here. You can see we got escalation queue from the get element. We got the record was found successfully. So we are updating the case owner. So we are updating it to QID. And now here we are getting email template. Success on the email template. And send email action. We can see here sender type, current user, email template, true, template ID, which we queried, recipient, and record ID. So our flow is working as expected. Let's activate the flow. Our flow is activated. Now let's test with the record. So let's go to the case. We have this case. Currently the case owner is this one, this user, and the subject and priority is high. Let's change the subject to urgent case. So once we hit save, the case owner should be updated to queue, escalation queue, and an email alert should be sent to contact email address. Contact email address is this one. This is my personal email address. Let's see whether email is sent or not. So let's hit save. Yes. Now we can see case owner has been changed to escalation queue. Now let's check if he received an email or not. Here we can see the subject new case assigned, which is the email template subject. This is the body. We can see the case number, choose actual case number of our case record. That's all. We'll send the emails from the send email action from the flow. That's all for today. If you like the video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.